again, YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, is day number 11, and it's time for some fast athletes. It's the FAs, them cars that like to rev it up and gain them levels and do all sorts of crazy stuff with them. And it's an interesting combo today. We're doing the FAs combined with Dogmatika. This is actually a request from two different people today. First off, Anon-chan, who initially said, hey, can we see some FAs? And I'm like, I would love to play some FAs. So we got that suggestion from Anon-chan, but also from Mr. Demetrio Gutierrez Espinoza, who specifically asked for FAs with Dogmatika. So that's what we'll be doing today. We're combining these two requests because they're essentially the same idea. We're doing the FAs with the Dogmatikas, and we're gonna be summoning out a whole bunch of cars. We got our clergyman. It's basically with a Pope mobile today. With a Pope mobile trying to transport the Pope. I mean, this guy, he doesn't quite look like the Pope, but he's kind of close. So we got our ritual monster. We're trying to turbo out. We've got our FAs that are trying to summon themselves, gain them levels, start messing with our opponent stuff, outspeed the competition, as it were. And we're going to go into EDO Pro, show off how this deck works, show the wombo, the combos, the what do's, the what not do's, and have ourselves a good time. So, enough said. Go on the deck list, in description as always. Smack like button to let, you know, show your appreciation for FAs with a big old like button. Much appreciated. But for now, let's go out into EDO Pro and show off what this deck can do. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game. We want to go... We can go first or second with this deck. It really depends on what sort of hand we get. It's one of those decks with that modality where you can do first or second. So we'll try to do a little bit of both and see where this goes. We'll open up, and our opening hand is not too shabby. It's got lots of things in it. We've got ourselves an FA. We got ourselves... Well, this isn't the FA I really want right now, but it'll have to do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with Nadir Servant, bait things out. And what we're going to dump initially is this dude, Garura, the Wings of Resonant Life. And we're going to get Maximan. Most people like to start with Ecclesia, but no, we're starting with Maximan. Nice. Ooh, that'll work perfect. Alrighty, let's start with our Maximus. Doing as he do, we'll summon him out by banishing our fusion. Don't need it anymore. And... oh, my opponent has no extra deck. Okay, that's a oopsie moment. I didn't actually notice my opponent doesn't have an extra deck. So this is a... what's this archetype called? He's playing him some, what are they called? What are they called again? Monarchs. This is a Monarch deck. Okay, this is a Monarch deck. I can deal with that. So let's add ourselves our Dogmatic alba. Actually, this could be a problem, because if he's playing no extra deck, Zoa's kind of a counter extra deck card. Okay. First duel is going to be a little bit of a tricky wicket. But we can make it. We're going to make our Dogmatikalabrity. We're going to use from the extra deck our lulu walilith. And we'll summon out our alba. End phase, I'm going to get my ecclesia, so we don't need to worry about that. But for now, we're going to summon out Sonic Meister. Again, not the FA I want right now, because he's more of just like a battle dude. But he'll work. He'll work. And of course, every time an FA spell gets activated, I get to increase my level. Now my boy can attack twice, which is okay. I would have preferred Sonic Chaser right now. Then my opponent would lose life points and all that good stuff. Let me think. Do I want to dump anything right now? I don't really need to. I don't really need to do that. So what I am going to do, though, is activate Dogmatikamatrix. I can look at either player's extra deck and dump a card. It's really useful for this, because I can just dump Herald of the Arclight, get another search. I can interrupt my opponent's extra deck if he had one. But for now, let's go ahead and get Dogmatikabre, just in case. This lets me ritual out of the grave. So we'll end our turn there, and this is the idea of the deck. I would do a lot more if my opponent had an extra deck. But he don't. Well, let's summon out Ecclesia the Virtuous. That way, I can get our fleur de lis. And we'll have things nice and set up. We'll see what my opponents can do. I mean, this is the monarchs of some variety. My Sonic Meister's level 7. I really wish I had another FA right now. Don't get me wrong, Meister's a nice one, but the other two have more applicability. One's a floodgate, the other one's a flood. They're both floodgatey monsters. That's the weird thing about FA. You know, their whole idea is like go faster than the opponent, outspeed them. A lot of them are floodgatey. It's weird but true. What the heck is this? Phantom Sky Blaster. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can't even use fleur. He has no extra deck. His deck counters mine. It counters mine, because he doesn't care about the extra deck. This is some sort of counter Dogmatika strategy. What is this blank space here? I don't understand. But yeah, so this seems to be Phantom Sky Blaster. Some sort of burn deck? Okay, I mean, not exactly a fan of that, but whatever, brother. Whatever, dude. You know, my Pentastag, although I kind of wish I'd put things in different spots for that. But such is life. Here's what we're going to do here. We're going to activate our Dogmatikamatrix. We're going to go ahead and dump a card to the graveyard, and perfect. That's exactly what we wanted our opponent to do. We wanted him to use Metal Reflect Slime. Now that he's used Metal Reflect Slime, all tokens in attack position gain 1,000 attack and they can't be destroyed by battle. This is in defense mode, sir. I don't think you quite understand how that works, but okay. Alright, okay, you do that. So, there's a lot of things I can do here. What do I want to do? I do have my Shining Star, but I don't have any other FAs. We're going to dump another Herald. So I want to do cool stuff. We're going to go ahead and get a white relic of the Dogmatika. This is our other ritual. I can make her as big as Alba. Pretty neat. Let's see. Activate a second Dogmatikamatrix. I'd like my other ritual spell, please. Thank you very much. This is what this deck is trying to do. And, oh yeah, my opponent has a card. So I can just add whatever I'd like. Let's get punishment, just in case. I'm pretty sure this dude is screwed, but we'll find out in a moment. Let's activate Dogmatikalamity. I'm going to summon out my girl. Let's use Entis. And summon out our Dogmatik. Activate both their effects. We're going to go target these two. And then we'll activate Entis. Pop a card. Doesn't really matter what, but I'm just going to pop this. Take away his only hope. Okay, we're going to go ahead and change our Dogmatika here. And now she's a 4,500 beat stick. This girl's got wheels, I tell you. Probably driving around Sonic Meister. And let's go for battle phase. And that ought to be pretty much it. I mean, I can't imagine. Then again, we don't know what this guy's playing. I guess we'll never find out. So my opponent has surrendered. GG, I guess. I mean, I don't think that was quite game. This does attack twice. I could have done a lot of damage, but it wouldn't have been quite game. But I pretty much guarantee that we had game, because I could increase my monster's levels. I can pop a card. We were all set. So that is exactly what this deck is trying to do. Start with the FAs, go into the Dogmatics, or on occasion, go for the Dogmatics, then the FAs, or if one or the other wants to take precedence, we go for that. Like I said, it's a deck with modality. It's a deck that can do many different things. But this is what we'd like to see, is a combination of both. Let's go for duel number 2. Show off more of what this deck can do. Show off some other combos we got. And just see where it goes. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Hey, you know what? Let's go second this time. Why not? Let's go second and see what it goes. Okay, maybe not. We'll go first again. But this time we can do more FA stuff. That's cool. We got Whip Crosser. He's kind of like the boss of this archetype. If you think about it. Let me see how I want to go. Let's normal summon F.A Whip Crosser. Very nice start there. We have our UA Hyper Stadium, which is very nice. What does my opponent have? That's a good question. You got some imperms for me? Not yet? Good. Alright, UA Hyper Stadium. It's also an FA card. So I activate it. I get a monster. We're going to get Hang On Mach. Going to get both of our Floodgatey boys on turn 1. That ought to slow my opponent down a little bit. That'll make me level 5. And by revealing a field spell, and I you know, 1,000 life points. All's good in the hood. I get an extra normal summon. Or, conversely... that doesn't negate it, though, right? Or does it? We'll find out in a minute. It's fine. I did activate an effect, so yes, I'll gain another level. Unless you want to imperm me now. Want to imperm me now? Oh, goodness, that does negate that. Unfortunate. I really wanted that. I really wanted that summon, but okay. I also have this level 9 Whip Crosser and a downforce. Not what I wanted, but it'll have to do. I mean, my opponent can't discard nothing. Activate a card. Wait a minute. Oh, it's sending itself. It doesn't discard. I say to you. I say to you, sir. Alright, so we're up against Swordsoul. Oh, man. Hang on, Mach would have been perfect again. Reveal a worm, summon a token. But he can't use Long Wan. That is important. He cannot use Long Wan. Problem being that my dog is begging for my dinner, and also the fact that his synchro can negate things. That's the one issue. This could just negate stuff. Banish a Swordsoul. Target effect monster, negate its effects to the end of the turn. Yeah. Dang, normally fleur-de-lis would be my saving grace, but in this situation, he is not. In this situation, he doesn't do me much of much. So, unfortunate that, unless he just negates me right now. But probably what's going to happen, either he's going to be smart and he's going to negate me now, or he's going to go into the battle phase. I would love to use downforce, give myself 2 levels, but that wouldn't help that much. Wouldn't help as much as I'd like it to. Gosh dang it, that Ghost Ogre actually hurt me a lot more than I'd like to admit. One little hand trap. I could have had everything. Now, yeah, that would have been pretty dang useful. Then he wouldn't have had a graveyard. If only I'd known, I would have started with Hang On Mach instead. Then he would have had no grave. No yard of graves for thee. Lordy hell, man, stop activating stuff. You're gonna burn yourself to death. George, stop begging for food. Already eaten half of my dinner. My goodness, you hound. I know, you like the chickens. Alright. Draco Berserker the Chengying. Main phase. I mean, I'll activate this, but he's just gonna negate me anyway. Doesn't really matter what I do. And no, I will not activate that effect, because that would be a bad idea. Haha! What do you think of them apples? You can't discard or send cards from hand to the grip to activate a card effect. How did he use the Ghost Ogre? Oh wait, I wasn't high enough level at the time. That's why. I'm being dumb. Alright, our turn now. Let's see here. Let's summon forth Hang On Mach. He'll be level 6. And I can banish downforce to increase his level by 2. That'll activate both of their effects. Now they're both big. Also, he can't oh wait, he can't target me. Oh, that's why he didn't do that. He can't target me. Perfect. Let's just annihilate his Shijiao. I completely underestimated myself for one. Usually I underestimate my opponents. Today I underestimated myself. You see, I can't be targeted by stuff. Meaning his Shijiao does nothing. Monster does a whole heck of a lot of nothing. Let me think about this. Auto navigator. Do I want to use? Good question. I mean, I kind of like these dudes right where they are. They're doing me some good stuff. So I'm good. I'm good. My monsters are good. Hang On Mach's only level 7, but that's fine. Whip Crosser's good. He can't use that one synchro on his hand. The guy he usually wants to go for. And that'll just get banished, but I guess it doesn't matter to him. Not really. Not really. We'll see. We'll see. He can't use that one trap because that targets. He can summon this, reveal a Swordsoul, get more thing. Alright. Could be an issue if he has another Draco Berserker. Or like another big synchro. Ew! My field spell, that gave me levels. I mean, you still can't use Longwan's effect. My monster's too big. But you can keep a graveyard. That you are allowed to do. Alright. What is this? Boxia, the brightness of the Yang's in. Target cards on the field. Different original attributes of the worms used to synchro summon. Shuffle them into the deck. Okay. Well. Wow, he's just gonna keep doing that, isn't he? He just gotta keep doing that stuff. Alright, well that might actually be game. Now he can use all of his synchro stuff again. Regrets. It was a nice back and forth for a second. Now, I burned him quite well, but unfortunately, my Dogmatikas were a little late to the party. I'll wait, I guess. I don't want to willy-nilly Dogmatic fleur to leave this. If I can help it. I could really use my ritual searcher. That would be kind of helpful. Let's see. Auto navigator. I get a field spell. Get hyper stadium. Search a monster. Summon monster. Go for Grand Prix. I have Ecclesia, so let's... Wait a minute. Special summon this card. This card's summoned. Add Dogmatika. Cannot special summon for the rest of the turn for the extra deck. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, let's start with Ecclesia. Just in case. We know he has Long Wand. Does he have anything else? We'll find out in a moment. Let's go for Ecclesia the Virtuous. Bait out that Imperm. Alright, we'll bait out the Imperm. Gotta remember, no middle zone. Okay, I can summon from the extra deck. Good. Let's normal summon F.A Auto Navigator. Get myself a field spell. Or... let's see. 8. Dang it, I'll have a 9. And this guy just wants to, like, negate my everything. What can I... Summon Pentastag. Does that matter? Not really. Unfortunately, I think this guy has me, because he just has so many negates and stuff of that nature. What can I summon? I could summon my big old motorhome. Activate big old City Grand Prix. Yeah, now you have no idea what I'm doing, do you? Do you, Sonny Jim? Oh, wait, my level's changed. Okay. Make Dawn Dragster. Spell Trap Negate. You can't target this dude. I'll take it. Navigator, no. Okay, little more roundabout, but it could work. This could work. I have a Spell Trap Negate. My monster's big. Can't use that one trap, because that targets two... Well, I guess he can target these two. But I can negate that. Give it a worm. Add a worm. No. Not if I can help it. Although, I'm assuming you have another Imperm. I already know that's Long One. I know that's not a problem. We'll see. We'll see. You itch. Always more of these gosh darn Imperms. Why are you negating Fleur de Lis? Okay. My opponent surrendered due to tragic misplay. Oh, goodness. Well, that still counts. User error counts as a win, okay? My opponent just had a massive brain fart like, I'll negate the big one. Oh, wait, this negates things. So, a nice little... That was surprisingly a good back and forth. I thought I was dead when I saw Swordsoul. Then I realized, oh, wait, you can't target me for things. And you kind of need to do that to do all your interrupts. But yeah, the City Grand Prix was apparently too big For the Sword Souls, they better go back to the kiddie races. Go play some go-karts, little dog Swordsoul boys. That's what you need to do. Oh, a nice duel. We got to see a lot more of the F.A action, which I'm always glad to see. We saw a lot of Dogmatika. We've seen a lot of F.A. Let's go for Duel 3, and I guess we'll try to summon the motorhome, because that's like the only thing we haven't done. I was going to, but then I low-key messed up, low-key saved myself. A little bit of both. So, let's see what happens to Duel 3. Alrighty, everybody, our third opponent, the fight in third. And, you know what, really, the only thing I can think of going now is to go second, because we've gone first already. I want to see how this deck does going segundo. Of course, I'd say that, and I get a good going first hand. Such things happen sometimes, but you know what? If FAs can go second, who says they can't? Who says that FAs can't go second? We've got things to do that with. Come on, man, do more than that. Okay, you know what? Maybe he just needs a turn. Give my brother a turn. He'll be back. But let's go for F.A Whip Crosser. Go for our boy. Activate our Hyper Stadium. Should be able to do lots of damage here, and I'm not going to go for Hang on Mach. I could go for Dark Dragster. We haven't seen that dude all day, but I'll do him next turn. There he is. There's Sonic Meister. I need Sonic Meister. Because he's specifically for battle, and I want my battle boy. No, I don't want to just floodgate my opponent. That would be boring. I want to summon out Sonic Meister and make him huge. That's what I want to see in my FA deck. Alright, so we should be pretty solid. I really wish my opponent had done just a little bit more. I don't like it when my opponents just get themselves with the pants down. Pardon me, I've said it before, say it again. I want to be the one to take his pants off, not the other way around. Alright, but now monsters are going to be fairly large. I'll set downforce in case we need it. And we'll battle into this. What is it? Salamander, the Flying Flame Dragon. Okay, this is the new Flame Swordsman stuff. I've seen this. I know a little bit about it. This is the one that let's see, gets the fusion equip spell. That's the one. Yeah, I kind of like how the Joey stuff was done. It's just Flame Swordsman, making it easier to summon and making it, like, not huge, but, like, reasonably big. Not, like, massive or anything, but, like, agreeable. Let's put it that way. Alright, so the question is, what can ye do, all ye salamandre? So it's like the lore that Salamandra got infused into a sword. I guess that makes sense. He does have 700 attack boost. Let's see. 5. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 12. My levels are just a little off to summon this. Just a little. Let's see. 7, 8, let's see. She's a 6. My levels are just a little off to make home transport. I really want to do that. I really do. But what we're going to do, we go a little, slightly easy on my opponent, but at the same time, you know, not so much going easy on them, so much as giving us a chance to see other things, is that we're going to activate our Hyper Stadium, get our Auto Navigator, increase our levels again. Let's see, 8. One of these do I want to hit? So this will go down by 2. That'll make me 3. No. Go down by 4. That'll make me a 4 to the 10. I've got the wrong numbers for these things, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to summon Auto Navigator. Get my other field spell. I'm just going to dick around with it and see what happens. What is this? I don't know what this does. Summon red eyes from the hand of the deck except for itself. Okay. My opponent's got some bite to him. Good. I want my opponent to have some bite. Otherwise, it would just be silly. Not much of a duel if your opponent can't do anything. That's the thing. I mean, if I was playing a lockdown deck, I wouldn't say that, but I'm not playing a lockdown deck, am I? No. No, I'm not. Alright. Okay. Here's what we do. Activate downforce. Okay. I messed that up slightly. You know what? Let's summon out the cock. I messed up a little bit. I got called. Alter Memphis needed things. Who cares? Point is, I'm making the motorhome. I'm making the motorhome. I summon the cockadoodledoo. Let's summon out motorhome. At least we have that on the board, and we'll activate Grand Prix. We'll activate Grand Prix, gain on some levels. I have the motorhome. He is the ultimate boss monster of this deck. He can go up so many levels. And now he's level 12. Level 12 is a mighty number. Alright, he does get a level 1 dragon, doesn't matter. I really should have attacked the other way. Dang it, Alter, why do you gotta interrupt me in the middle of card games? Alright. What does this do? Alright, level 7 or lower, red eyes in the grave. Oh. No! My field spell! I needed that for things. Alright, you know what? I got downforce. I'll take it. I activated an effect. You foolish fool, you've made my monsters even bigger. I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. He's trying here. He is trying hard. Unfortunately for him, though, I am not perturbed. Oh. Add a red eyes card of any variety. I hope it's not what I think it is. It is exactly what I think it is. Okay. I'll set and pass. That's all I can do. Alright. Alright. Red Eyes Fusion. I hope it's not what I think it is. Please, my brother. Tell me you've not fallen to darkness. Please tell me so. What can you do? Alright, he is going to activate the Red Eyes Fusion. We'll just go downforce then and increase our level by 2 until the end phase. What we have to do. I need to protect myself from being destroyed by who I suspect it's going to be. There's two options. Either he's a cool Red Eyes player, or he's a dark Red Eyes player. If he's a dark Red Eyes player, there's only one option here. And I really hope he's not doing what because I can't stand that monster in the least. I don't like to see that monster. I don't like to see him summoned. I'd rather see other things. Any of these equipped from the grave? Let's see. This card's in the grave. Talking a warrior monster. It is he whose name should not have been spoken. No, we're not going to add either effect. I'm not so foolish. Thank you very much. I'm fine. My monster can't be destroyed by card effects. I'm not so foolish as to fall for that, sir. Yeah, that's right. Your Dragoon is too small. What have ye now, sir? My monster is bigger than yours. And let's see. No? I'm just gonna go for battle. I'm gonna beat over Dragoon. That'll work just fine. Now, what I can do... Let's see, I can reduce my level by 2. And then gain 2... Okay, yeah, let's use Auto Navigator. Normally, I would not reduce the motorhome, but I need more things. Go for Auto Navigator, get another Grand Prix. Grand Prix, activate. That should make it so motorhome is just invincible. But more importantly, what I can do is on downforce, have motor transport. Not only is he going to be huge, but because he's level 13 or higher, I can bring back an FA. It won't be as big, but it'll be a thing. It's only level 6, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's... Oh, it's main phase 2. I was about to say, that's game. Not quite. We're getting there. We're getting there. But the Red Eyes Dragoon is no longer an issue, and shall never be an issue at all. The monster is too big, and it can't be destroyed by things. So we're all set. Flame Swordsman is nice. Flame Swordsman. Yeah. I don't know, unless he's got some secret tech to get rid of field spell and reduce my levels, I should be good. I was really gunning for this guy. I thought he was going to be cool. But then he's like Red Eyes Dragoon. No, my brother. Summon the OG Red Eyes fusions. Summon the fusions that are actually Red Eyes fusions. Come on. I know it's tempting to use Dragoon. Don't get me wrong. But you have to have love for yourself. What does this do? Won't activate cards when you normal summon a fire. Once per turn, send a monster. Summon a fusion. Monster declares an attack. Target warrior. Loses 1,000, but all other monsters you control gain 1,000. Okay. Neat. Alright. I vaguely wish I had a Dogmatika on the board, but other than that. Flame Swordsman. Okay. I'm curious as to where this guy is going. He's trying. Rise Swordsman. This one I have not seen. Face up fire, fusion, destroyed. Summon this card. Start a damage card. This card battles monster. Destroy both battling monsters. This card's destroyed. Double summon a lower monster that's Flame Swordsman or mentions it from wherever. Okay. Alright. I assume this is going to fuse into the new one. Whatever that one does again. I'm pretty sure it's just battle focused. Memory serves correct. What are you going to summon? There he is. The ultimate Flame Swordsman. Target monster controls, destroy it. 500 damage. Quick effect. Battles. Double this card's attack till the end of the turn. Destroy during the end. Okay. I mean, that's pretty nice. And he can make it absolutely bonkers huge. You make it like 7,000, which if I had smaller dudes or this had piercing damage, would be an issue. But he does not have piercing that I'm aware of. Unless he's playing Fairy Meteor Crush, which would be hilarious. But we should be good. Because he can't destroy Motorhome. You can't do it. Oh, that's still a lot of damage, though. But then this gets destroyed in the end phase. Then again, if it gets destroyed, he gets the Mirage guy? Okay, he's got stuff. He can do things. I'd really like a Dogmatika right about now. Any Dogmatika would do. Even Maximus would be fine. I've got a graveyard full of field spells. We moved from one stadium to the next. Okay, Mirage Swordsman. That doesn't matter to me too much. Gets a trap card. What does the trap card do? Fire monster, 700 attack. Change an effect monster to face down defense. That would be a problem card. That I don't like. So, gonna have to do, that I don't really want to do, but I have no other options but to do it, is to go Baron de Fleur. I don't often get to make this girl, but when I do, my opponent surrenders immediately. Alright. Well, I give kudos to the Flame Swordsman player. He put in some effort. I didn't like the Red Eyes Dragoon, but other than that, I really liked his deck. I might have to try out these Flame Swordsmen sometime. We got Elemental Week in a couple weeks. Might have to put that in there. But for now, let's go for the answer. Alrighty, the Pope Mobile. It went 3-0. Pretty impressive. You know, this deck in testing did about, like, I don't know, 3 out of 4 wins. Put it that way. It's one of those decks that when you get it set up right against certain opponents, it can be absolutely devastating. Zoa is an absolute beast against extra deck heavy decks. You just hit your opponent's entire extra deck, like half of their extra deck, and then snipe the cards that they didn't want you to be sniping. So, you know, you got that section there. The Dogmatikas are pretty easy engine there. The FAs put in their work. They summoned themselves, got their levels, did their floodgatey things, and I'm proud of them. You know, we did most of what this deck can do and wants to do. The Dark Dragster sadly didn't get to do anything, but sometimes that happens. It's not that big of a deal. He just pops cards. That's really his whole kick. But for today, I'd say we did pretty good. And if you enjoyed today, let me know in the comments. Smack like, all that good stuff. Tomorrow is going to be a very challenging day because we're playing No Spells Exodia. Still working on that deck a little bit. We'll see how that one goes. It might be a rough day, but I've seen rougher decks, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, everybody, your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you guys again next time. Till then, y'all stay safe, stay happy. You have a good one.